Real quick video on the table, which is above the blue word above the graph. The table allows us to check values of x for every equation that's going on. So what the table does for us is if there's somewhere where you need to know values in general, let's say I want to know the values of 2x plus 1. Actually, let's just go a little further. 2x squared plus x plus 3. And we go to graph it, which we of course can see what it looks like. We can also look at the table of values to see what the actual ordered pairs are. So f of 3 is 24, f of 4 is 39, f of 5 is 58, and so on. Now that helps if you're scanning, but what happens if I want to actually know what's going on at halves? So in half steps or half increments or tenths, increments of tenths. Well, what we do is we go to table set. So again, table is what we use to read it. Table set allows us to set our table up. So second window will take us to table set. You get your starting point. This delta means how much you want your table to change by. Right now it's set to 1. I can set that to 0.5. I can set that to 0.1. I can set that to anything I want. And what it will do is count by halves. The independent variable, which is your x, is auto. So it'll just generate it by itself. We'll talk about that in just a second. And then we go back to table. And you notice now that it's going 0, 0.5, 1, 1.5, 2, 2.5, and so on. So that helps. But then what if I wanted to actually plug in my own values and see what numbers come out? That is where I go to table set. And for my independent variable, which is the one that goes in, independent goes in, I can set to ask. Once I set that to ask and go back to table, now I can say I want to know what 71 is. And hit enter, and it'll tell me that 71 leads to 10156. I can see what 71.01 leads to, and it'll tell me that answer. I can see what, actually it might even give me more. Yeah, from what I saw or from what I've learned, if that number there should be a decimal, you just highlight it and it actually gives you the decimal form of that number. So I don't really like the fact that it rounds like that, but I don't think we'll see numbers that big. But again, if you want a better version of your decimal, let's see, 3.29. Actually, let's go back over here. 3.29. which is that decimal, but if you want more, I guess it goes a little further, I don't know. But anyway, that is the table. So anytime you're needing to get values from an equation, your equation goes over here, what we want. You bring up your table set, figure out what if you want to start at 0, if you want to start at -10, whatever, figure out what you want to count by. If you want to put in your own values, that goes there. And again, go back to your table, hitting second graph to do whatever you need to do there. Outside of that, again, I hope that does help. Make sure you practice it on occasion, because again, until you use it, it really doesn't make sense to you. And I'll talk to you later.